Yo, what's going on? You know what this is. This is me, Trayvon Jones, Conscious Talk Channel. I want to ask you guys a question. Should men hit women? If a woman hits a man, should a man hit her back? That's the question. Should a man hit a woman back if she hits him? Now, I know that's a controversial type of topic because I've seen who, black men, who have been abused by black women, talked down to, mistreated financially. I remember I used to have a neighbor who she was a school teacher, and she would go to work, and then she would come home. She would drink her beers, but her man wasn't allowed to be in the kitchen or to cook anything until she got home. He had to give basically all his money to her to pay her house note, but he had no control. I remember one time he came over to my house. I had some people over, some family over, and we were playing cards and dominoes, and he was having a good time letting himself go because he's always under scrutiny, being at home. So he's having some fun, and she called him home. She got upset that he was over my house having a good time, y'all. I've seen how black women abuse black men. She would go upside his head. She would cuss him out, talk crazy to him. And one day I told him, I said, yo, why don't you just call the police on her, yo? Because I know you ain't going to defend yourself. And he looked at me like I was crazy. He said, I ain't calling the police on my woman. No, he thought that shit was just crazy. I'm like, wow, he's really a fucking simp. And he's really just gone. His brain is fucking gone, yo. I'm not advocating him hitting her and hitting her back and all that kind of stuff. But it was like, damn, like, do something, dude. Don't just let this woman abuse you. Don't just let this woman talk crazy to you and put her hands on you. I just simply said, yo, why don't you call the police on her? And he looked at me like I was out of my fucking mind, yo. That shit was crazy. That was really, really crazy. Just the mentality that a lot of us black men have. With black women, we put black women on these pedestals. We know in the black community, black women run the black community. And now that it's all fucked up, they expect for black men to come in and fix it. They're saying that we're the problem. And because we're not coming in fixing the community, we're the problem. But what I'm noticing is a lot of young black boys today are sick and tired of their mothers. I have so many stories of my cousins, who was raised by their single crackheaded mama, or their crazy ass, narcissistic ass mother, you know, and they say they just hate their mother. They would say these things as teenagers, and they would talk to me and tell me that they really hate their mom. But we're taught to love our mothers. Tupac, dear mama. We're taught to love our mothers, no matter what they do, what they say, how they treat us, even though they used us just to get a check. The only reason why a lot of children exist are because the mamas just wanted a check and just wanted some damn money. They didn't even like the daddy. They didn't even like him. They just used the daddy. But a lot of black boys are just over their moms. You know what I'm saying? And this new generation of boys ain't like the generation in the past, like my generation, who just love their mamas no matter what they mamas did, no matter what they said, no matter how their mamas acted, treated them. You know what I mean? They just still love their mothers. My generation. But these new generation of boys are like, you know what? I'm going to tell you the truth. My mama wasn't shit. She treated me like garbage. You know what I mean? And I'm just over it. I'm over uplifting her. You have kids today that say, I wouldn't even take care of my mom. If she gets old and sick, she better go to a home because I'm not taking care of her. I heard a young lady the other day that I was working with say, well, I'm going to live my life. I'm not going to just stop my life to take care of my mother or take care of, I'm not going to do that. And she meant that. And she loved her mother. She claims, but she said, I'm not going to ruin my life. I'm going to live my life. This new generation, of children feel that way. They have a different vibe and a different feeling, and they're not falling for that, love your mama unconditional, no matter how they treat and how they act, because a lot of mothers don't hold themselves accountable. Boys are going to their moms and asking for apologies. Their mothers can't even apologize to them for the way that they treated them. They will never apologize to them, but a lot of mothers need to do that. They need to apologize to their children for how they treated their children, because they hated their daddy. So they took it out on the child, on the son, because you look like your damn daddy. Or even a daughter, because you look like your daddy. And I don't like him, so now I'm going to take it out on you. Because I can't take it out on him, so I'm going to take it out on you because you're here. And a lot of children are fucked up behind that because their mothers treated them like shit. They'll never talk about it. They'll never discuss it. But this new generation is saying, you know what? No, fuck all that. Let's just be real. Let's just be real and just say what the truth is. And the truth is, my mother wasn't shit. She was a hoe. She had different men coming in and out. Now you wonder why your son treats black women the way that he treats black women. He will never respect a black woman because he saw how you disrespected black men. He's a black man. He sees how black women, women that look like you, are going to treat him. He sees it. And a lot of those women that he picked, they act just like you, Mom. He sees it. So he already perceives them, treats them a certain way. And then you, the mother, looking on the outside saying, I don't know why my son treat women like that. He saw how you were using men for money and just sleeping with different men. And while you were in school and you had a sugar daddy, and, he saw all these things. Now you're a professional and now you trying to do the right thing. And now you don't want to live in the past, but he saw how you got all the shit you got right now. He saw it. That's why he don't even like women like that. You know what I'm saying? He just uses women. He don't even, treat them the way you think a woman should be treated. But he saw how you use men. And he's a black man. He was developing into being a black man. Now he's hardened. You can't get upset about these things, ladies. You can't get upset about the fact that you're doing things out of order. We're doing things out of order. Always just want to blame the man. It's always the man's fault. But you're doing things out of order. I don't know where it just got lost. But the reality is that you are supposed to be a helpmate for a man. You're supposed to help the man. A man needs help. For some reason, y'all think men don't need no help at all. Like, we supposed to just be able to do everything, just put the burden, everything off on the man. It's the man's fault. He should have been stronger. He should have been. And the reality is you are supposed to help the man. And you're not doing it by being so damn disrespectful, and hating on the man in front of the children, and them having a disdain for their fathers because of what you say, but then they see the real. And this isn't even talked about because, again, we're supposed to love our mothers. We're supposed to just love our mothers unconditionally. They are queens, no matter how fucked up they are. And I'm sorry, there's a lot of black fucked up mothers that ain't worth a damn, that will leave their children with their mother, with their aunties. They will abandon their damn children. A lot of children were raised by just their grandmothers because the mama just wasn't shit. She was on crack and she was all fucked up, being a hoe, just living her life, not thinking about the children, so just being selfish, using the child just to get welfare. This is the kind of shit that a lot of children are seeing and saying, you know what? This is some bullshit. And those same children that they ain't even trying to have no damn kids are getting involved in that type of toxicity. Why do you think, the black family is being just destroyed right now as we speak? It's being destroyed because of this type of behavior. And it has to stop. And we're seeing more and more of black children today saying, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna sit up there and say that I love my mom like that. I'm not. It's disappearing. All that dear mama bullshit is going away because people are seeing the real. You got the Freak Nick thing documentary. Good luck with that, ladies. You know, you got women that sit up here and try. You know, they put a lawsuit out to try to stop this whole documentary thing. Well, good luck with that. All this shit is public. Y'all put yourselves out there. Those people who brought them camcorders, because they didn't have phones back then, they gathered all that information up, and now you're gonna see your mamas shaking their asses, you know, popping their pussies, doing all kind of shit. And of course, you know, some kind of way it's not their fault because these are professional women now. You know, but your children were watching and they saw what you were doing. They saw what you was doing. And now the world is going to see you and you're going to further embarrass your child. Children are tired of that. And you owe your children an apology, mom. You owe them an apology for the way you have treated them. But we know, of course, you're not going to hold any accountability. It's never your fault. You know, the dad should have stepped up and been there. And, you know, even though you gave that dad hell and, you know, and just made it miserable for him every step of the way. We are so fucking destroyed as a people, as a black people. We are so fucking destroyed. So much that you have other groups of people that are just getting even more disrespectful. They're over here, sitting up here trying to sue, you know, Jada Pinkett Smith and, you know, whatever, because she's supposed to be doing a movie with Cleopatra being portrayed as a black woman. I mean, white people been whitewashing black queens and African princes and African kings forever in movies. They have documented proof of them doing this. But now that we want to portray her as a black woman, how dare you? And these heathens are actually trying to defend the shit. These heathens are actually saying, show proof, show proof. There is proof all day long. I don't have to show a goddamn thing. It's right there, left on the walls. They have statues of these people. Their faces, their images are right there. I don't have to prove a goddamn thing. You fucking morons. You fucking idiots. Our ancestors left the proof, you fucking idiots. But your people want to come and try to destroy it and whitewash it. Yeah, we knew what you bastards fucking did. So you can come to me all day long, show proof, show proof. The proof is right there. My ancestors already did that for me, you stupid motherfuckers. They already did it. You know, but our black community is so goddamn destroyed because we sit up here and we are influenced by these other groups of people. And that's part of the problem. That's part of the problem, being influenced by other groups of people, and we have to stop doing that shit. See, before I was such a big advocate on black love, black unity, black, and a small part of me still is. But I'm so angry with us right now because we are just fucked up, because we allow other people to help to fuck us up. But the problem that I'm having is because we're staying in that state. Because all the mixing, and now, you know, we have more allegiance to this group, and we're just not, you know, taking our black roots seriously. We just, you know, just disregarding our black ancestry. You know, you think those other groups are coming in and mixing with us because they just like us so much? That is a strategic plot and plan. And we just letting them do it, y'all. We just letting them come in and do it. We hate each other so much because black men and black women hate each other so much. Black women have been lied to and have fallen for this white supremacist fucking women's lib bullshit. You know, they've fallen for it. And they're so far gone that it's hard to even come back. We know that a lot of black women really dislike black men. Hell, a lot of them in slavery times owned slaves. Black women. It was black women who owned a lot of slaves. Black men. Yeah. Yeah. And they keep that white supremacist type of fucking attitude even now. Even on the job, when they get into corporate, they have that fucked up ass attitude. They can't, that's just ingrained in them because they got it from their grandmother and great grandmother and great who initially owned slaves too with her black ass. It's passed down. That's fucking spirit. That hatred. That bitch that was helping the Tuskegee, you had a black nurses that were helping white people go door to door to you know push poison into black men's and black women's arms to kill us. Yeah, giving us syphilis. A lot of black women were helping these savages to do that to us. So the hate is real. The fucking hate is real with black women. And we need to understand it and we need to acknowledge it. And a lot of black boys are seeing it and feeling it. So all that dear mama and love mama, 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 because that's all you have. Boys need to understand that when you get a certain age, when you have to start taking your own life, into consideration, and you have to start loving yourself and doing for yourself, you need to get around men, mentors, people that are going to help build you up, that are going to teach you how to be a man, that are going to help you. If you don't have a male figure, it's up to you when you get old enough to find those role models, to find those male figures that can help you to succeed, to be a man. You got to do it yourself, young man. You got to do it yourself. Because you would think that some of these women who are having these young boys would surround their sons, with their fathers, first and foremost. If they can't get their fathers, their uncles, they're some kind of mentor, some black man that they can get that they feel comfortable with. But they should be around their fathers. Period and point blank. I need you guys to like, share, and subscribe. Press that thumbs up. Subscribe to this video if you're not subscribed. But, the hatred with young black boys and even the young black girls, they don't like their moms. And all this love your mom thing is going out the window because they're realizing their moms ain't worth a damn. And it's so sad. It's so sad. Because we have to come from that, come back from that. But black women, you say black men need to do better. No, y'all have to do better. Don't destroy the fucking community and then tell black men it's their fault that the community's fucked up when you've been pushing black men away just so you can get your bag and you can get the little rights that you think you need to have because black women have specific rights that they have to have. Never mind black men, black women, black children, black people unity, black people getting things. Never mind that. What about black women? We got to get what we need. The selfishness and the self-centeredness. Your sons are watching you do this and how you are treating black men and how you're playing favoritism with your daughters. You know what I'm saying? And how you dogging them out. They see this. They see it. No, you are not the queen that you over here screaming that you are. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because you don't even care enough for your children, for your black son, for him to even have a father. You pushed his father out, away. Now your son is angry and you won't even try to even do the bare minimum by trying to, get him around men in church or something, you know what I mean? Where there's some kind of, community, of structure. You're not trying to do that at all. You just trying to focus on your career or getting welfare or whatever the fuck you doing, and you just letting your children just basically be. As long as you get in your bag. That's wrong. That is wrong. And if you are a mother who is one of those type of mothers who's not allowing the father to be in their life, then, or he can't be in the child's life for whatever the reasons are, because he's in prison, he's in jail, he's dead, he's sick, whatever the situation is, you as the mother have to step your game up. It's up to you as the mother to make sure that boy pulls his pants up. That boy is being taught the things that he needs to be taught to be a man. You need to talk to him. You need to tell him how to not be emotional. And you can't do those type of things in front of him. You have to get him around the right men, around the right people. You have to do these type of things. You have to step your game up. But a lot of women are just saying, you know what? I'm getting a check. It is what it is. I don't even like the daddy. So in turn, if you don't like the daddy, how can you like that child? You can't. I'm sorry. In my personal opinion, you cannot like that damn child. That poor child cannot be liked because you are hurting that child. And these children, these new generation of children, they don't have a problem with expressing themselves and telling you how they feel. They don't these days. And they will tell you exactly how they feel. And they're not with that I love my mama bullshit that we own, that my generation is on. And I'm a realist. I love both of my parents. You know what I'm saying? But real is real and right is right. And I'm not uplifting one just because because that's what, society tells me to do. Because I'm supposed to put my mother up on God status because she's a black woman. Nah. I treat my mother correctly because my mother was a good mother. Period. She was there for me. You know what I'm saying? She carried me for 9 months. She took care of me. She nurtured me. You know what I'm saying? As her child, that's my job. Even now, as old as I am, my mother is still my mother. You know what I'm saying? She's still a mother to me. Even now, that my mom is still my mom. Like, she is my mother. Like, and she still looks out for me, y'all. You know what I'm saying? She's my mother. Of course, I'm going to take care of my mother because my mother was a good mother. Period. Was she perfect? No. But she was a good mother. So I'm going to take care of my mom. But you lousy mothers, y'all know who y'all are. And if your children are upset with you, instead of trying to shame them into you shouldn't treat your mother like that. No, you need to accept that your child is upset with you. And they shouldn't be shamed for being upset with you because you treated them like shit. And you need to be exposed. And you need to know what you did to your child and you need to feel it. And if they decide they want to forgive you, then cool. Cool. But all that shaming, no, kids, don't fall for that bullshit. Because women like to do that. They like to use shaming tactics. They like to do that kind of shit. Even though they were wrong, it's two left shoes, and they'll never apologize. And that's another issue. You need to apologize and mean it sincerely to your sons that you dogged the fuck out. I'm going to end this video. I want you guys to like, share, and subscribe, and tell me what you think. Leave a comment in the comment section, and I will see you all on the next video.